All right, today we're working with the 2018 Kia Stinger. Updated that emblem. But what we're gonna be doing is I plan on wrapping this portion of the roof, but I need to remove the fin to get a pretty good clean wrap. So today I'm gonna be working on that portion today. So you get to the back, as you can see, I've already like lifted up this little trim right here. You can easily lift it up. It has like this little, black little gunk type stuff to keep it in place. All right, if you look, you have one clip here, you have another clip here, and what you don't see is right here, there's actually another one. So if you pull down, you'll be able to just remove that piece right there. These pieces are a little bit more difficult to get to. When you pull down a little bit, I have to twist it, hold up. Pull down a little bit, as you can see right there, it's kind of like a triangle. What I had to do is I pulled it down, take one of these, go in and pinch it and pull it down. All right, and try to do it with me holding the camera. It's kind of hard. But basically you're just gonna go in, open it up, and then pinch, and then pull down like that, and then that'll get you to be able to lower it down just a little bit. Okay, so now I'm about to do this other side, and then we'll get into it. All right, so you want to be a little careful. It doesn't really matter that much, but when I popped it off, as you can see, I broke this piece off. But I mean, this piece, it still holds in pretty good. And if you want to get, that's a pretty easy, cheap clip that you can get. But that's removed. So once those pieces are removed, you should be able to get a little bit of play without like removing everything. So we'll go ahead and get started. All right, so what I did was I put my hand, you can't really see it with the camera, but I put my hand up in there, and you'll be able to feel right underneath the antenna this piece here. It's pretty easy. It's a slip on, slip off. All right, it's directly in the center of that nut. So all you need to do is put your hand in there, pull that straight down. All right, and then you'll be able to grab your ratchet and unscrew this thing. All right, for this next part, I had to use a 19 millimeter socket with the extension. All right, and the way this is gonna work, it's gonna be really tight. So one hand's gonna have to be holding this down. I went in with my left hand to guide this, because what you're gonna have to do is come in sideways, and then with your left hand kind of push it up to where it reaches that socket. All right, and then basically you're just gonna wrench it maybe like 2 or 3 times. You'll feel it get loose, and then you'll be able to unscrew it. So this was the piece that came out. All right, and that's pretty much all you need. All right, so now that we got that piece off, this should be loose up a little bit. All right, so we're good. But the problem is, so if I lift it up a little bit, see that cable right there with the blue wire? We have to release that. All right, so we're gonna go back to the back again. And there's a clip with the blue wire right there. So we're gonna stick our hands in like that and go ahead and release that piece. All right, so I was able to remove the piece. So that's the piece right there. There's a clip at the top right here. So it's gonna be like in this position. All right, so you're just gonna have to put your hand flat, go all the way to the back, grab the top, squeeze, like put your thumb here, squeeze the top and pull back. All right, because the piece that is connected to, it's kind of hard to see, that piece right there with the red wire, all right, it's stuck to the roof. Okay, so all you're gonna do is just squeeze it and pull it out. All right, and we should be able to remove the fin. So let's go around front real quick. Let's see what we got. Don't be gentle, because this is, I'm not trying to replace these wires. Boom, and there we go. Now time to get wrapped. Gotta buff it, clean all of that off, and we'll be back. All right, so before we go ahead and clean the roof off, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna remove these trims here. They're pretty simple. You can use like a little tool like this. You're basically gonna stick it in here on the side, all right, and pop up. I already loosened it up for the sake of the video, but they're very simple. Just loosen that up, take that piece off, and you good. All right, so now that I got them off, it looks like they're color coded. So the red one goes on the driver's side, and the one with the green goes on the passenger. That's cool. All right, so what I'm finna do is I'm finna just clean out, you know, all of this, clean the top off. I'm not really gonna show y'all how to clean. I'm sure y'all know how to do that, so I'll be back. All right, we went ahead and got the top cleaned off. So this is the vinyl that I'm using, this R vinyl stuff. So 3M kind, and we got the, see if y'all can see that, the Series 2080. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. All right, so you basically wanna make sure that you got a good cut that goes probably about 1 inch on all sides, you know, enough for you to play around with it, cut it out. Make sure that when you are like squeegeeing it through, like you take your time. There was a lot of small imperfections that I had to work on. If I would have just slowed down, you know, I wouldn't have had that issue. So yeah, just take your time with it. As you see, that's me trying to fix the imperfection that I kind of rushed through. And this by no means is professional, you know what I mean? But for what I was trying to do, it actually worked out pretty cool. Get it down on the side, so once the rails are on, it's tucked underneath the rail, so make sure you got enough space for that. I should have done the top of the trunk, but I'll probably do that next time. Probably do another video for that one. So that's pretty much the roof. Make sure you cut a hole in the top where the fin goes. So here's the fin. The fin was really awkward. Honestly, I don't have a perfect way of doing this thing. Once I completed it, it was a little, I don't know. It just wasn't the best on the back. I like the way it looked on the sides and on the front. You know, just the back was a little bit messy. I mean, it was okay for me, but if somebody's like really crazy about that kind of stuff, then you might want to get somebody to. I'm sure there's a YouTube video on how to vinyl wrap a fin. I didn't really watch one, so I just did what I thought would work. Kind of learning as I went. So yeah, that's pretty much it. All right, so we got the roof on. We put the rails back in. All right, I finished with this. It's not the best, you know, it's enough to get me through. But that back part was really pain in the butt. I don't really know how to do that well, but for now, this'll do. All right, so now all I just gotta do is put this back, place that piece back in the hole. Come on. Try not to scratch it when I'm putting it in. And for now, not too bad. Little imperfections here and there, but I'm gonna clean her up. But still not too bad. Now I just gotta hook that back up and we'll be good to go. Appreciate y'all for watching. Good luck.